Well, if you're going through a tough breakup and don't feel safe dividing up your property, the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office wants to help.
They'd also like to help with some online shopping. This Brooklyn Park location is called a swap spot. It's one of 3 monitored spaces that deputies hope will be safe locations for exes to return property to one another or for Craigslist buyers to meet up. Susan Elizabeth Littlefield explains how it works.
In a Minnetonka parking lot, this is a possible deal in the making. Potential buyer Stan Johnson drove 2 hours to check it out.
On Craigslist, you got to get out there right away, otherwise you lose it.
It's a 1929 Ford Model A.
Greg Hugavine is the seller.
I work across the street and didn't want to meet at work, so Target Works, big parking lot, easy place to drive it.
Now there is a new public place to make an exchange like this.
You know, they want to buy and sell a boat, car, set of tires, cell phone. It's a great place to be able to do it.
So you're interested in something online. You contact the person, give them this address. You can show up at this Brooklyn Park Sheriff's lot, which is surrounded by cameras. And if you still don't feel safe, you can have a deputy come out and watch. Thanks, Lieutenant.
You're welcome.
The sheriff got the idea from some fellow sheriffs in Florida. He says it can serve other purposes, like a mutual place for exes to return property or for a child swap.
2 parents share custody, and I get them for the weekend. I'll meet you at the sheriff's office. You know, just helps people feel a little safer.
Whether it's precious goods or valuable ones, the sheriff says he thinks just the location will keep people on the straight and narrow.
You know, safe if it's going to be monitored. Everyone knows it's monitored. If someone's not willing to meet you there, then it's probably a shady deal that you should stay away from anyways.
As for this swap, they couldn't quite make a deal.
Well, there's more fish in the sea.
Back to Craigslist.
You bet. You bet.
Hey, if you're interested, he's asking about $12,000 for that Model A. We've got a list of those swap spots and their hours on WCCO.com/links. But the sheriff says you are welcome to use any of his stations for swaps. Just call your local law enforcement to see if they will do the same. And Stanek tells me he's talked to other officers in the area. They seem all game for this. It's a good idea. And think about it. It's free for the department and for the swappers. It's like, oh, yeah.
And you said other big cities have been doing this for a while now.
Yes, they have been for a while.
Yeah, great idea. Okay, thanks, Susan Elizabeth.